Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Big Dining Guys Reviews. Alright, so still I have David with me today, and yesterday we filmed the 2 reviews of the Godzilla and Gojira films, the new 2014 movie. And now we're just going to talk about, like, kind of the history of Godzilla, what we know about it, and that kind of stuff. And we're going to try to keep it short because the last video, it's split up into 2 parts for some reason, so you're going to be getting that as part 1 and 2, so yeah, and that's a lot of us babbling, so here's more.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's to say about the Godzilla films? What do you like about it and what do you hate?
The monster action is the stuff that we all love.
Mm-hmm.
Some things that I really do hate about the film is that the characters, like, they're poorly executed.
And
in my opinion, like, the way they act.
and all the films?
A lot of them, I mean.
Yeah.
But other than that, but the monster action makes up for it every time.
Yeah. I think that probably the only 2, and these are actually my favorite Godzilla movies, that don't have, that have humans in it, but you actually care about them, is the original Gojira film, which we did the review on earlier.
Yeah.
And Godzilla Final Wars. That one's...
I actually really like the human characters
in
in that movie.
In Final Wars? Yeah.
They're awesome.
They kick ass.
Kung Fu fighting mutant characters. I always thought that was awesome. It's like you got monsters fighting and you got humans fighting.
Yeah, that was always
fun. And
but
my favorite character in that movie was the sergeant guy.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Sergeant Slaughter from G.I. Joe.
Oh, yes. that was awesome. Yeah, that was probably my favorite character.
Yeah.
That and the main guy. And I also like the updates that they did in it. Remember Gigan? That was kick ass.
Where they made him mummified.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I thought that was great.
Yeah. But then again, like all other film series, I mean, we got, like, just about any other film series, there's always going to be flops.
Yeah.
Like, dare I say this?
I'll describe the flops that are actually part of the Godzilla series. The actual series. So we got Godzilla's, these are all due to just stock footage. I mean,
yes.
Not just little shots here and there that aren't a big deal. I mean, they're recycled scenes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm talking about Godzilla's Revenge.
Ugh.
Godzilla vs. Gigan.
Eh.
It had a lot.
It did?
Yeah, they recycled scenes from Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster
Huh.
and Monster Zero.
I actually enjoy that movie.
It's good, but
Yeah.
I just hate the stock footage. And then you got Godzilla vs. Hedorah.
Oh.
And then
Still need to
Godzilla
see it.
vs. Megalon.
Yeah. That one has Jet Jaguar in it, though,
Yeah,
right?
the Jet Jaguar is awesome.
Yeah.
But the stock footage is just insanely, it's way too much.
Yeah.
It just ate the film up, in my opinion. Those films. That's the only 4 Godzilla films that I don't like.
Well, and then we have this piece of crap.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk about that.
Nope.
Let's not.
Yeah,
It's not even a Godzilla film.
Now, let's talk about the impact that this movie had. The Godzilla film that I just held up. The original American edit.
The Japanese hated it so much
Yeah.
that when they released, in the filming, well, in one scene in Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack, we just call it GMK for short.
Yeah.
There was a scene where these guys in the military are in a meeting, and then all of a sudden he's like, wasn't Godzilla in New York? No, the Americans thought it was Godzilla. It's like Japan was so ashamed of how that looked that they had to do that in the movie to explain it. It's like, thanks for explaining it to us. We couldn't tell it wasn't Godzilla.
I'm glad that they actually did that officially.
I thought it was cool, though, that they did that officially. Toho just went out and said, okay, we're not doing too much of the Godzilla series at all, but we're just going to throw it out there. That was just terrible.
Yes.
We're going to throw it out there. That's not Godzilla.
Yeah, big time. I thought that was actually in Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
No, that was GMK.
Ah.
Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla came out like 4 years before the 1998 one.
Mm.
I think it was like 1993, maybe. Or maybe 4.
Yeah. Well, the impact that the original American Godzilla had on the franchise itself, like the entire Godzilla franchise, that just ruined it all.
The original American version, or
yeah, the original American '98 version.
That's not the original version.
No, I mean the '98 film that was American.
Yeah, I know, but it's not the original American one.
Yeah, I was talking about like the one that we first made of Godzilla. Just
Yeah.
just our interpretation.
Yeah.
The
Interpretation.
I can't talk and I have a cold. Deal with it. But in that movie, the impact that it had on especially American audiences, it was just profound. I mean,
one thing I gotta point out is that they made a cartoon, like an animated sequel series to it.
Yeah.
They never made a sequel because at the end of the 1998 film, they set it up for a sequel.
Yeah.
That never happened, but they just made an animated series, and that show was actually really good.
I've only seen like a couple episodes of that show.
I actually really like that show.
Then just call it Zilla. Leave it at
I
that.
call it Gino.
Gino?
Because it doesn't even deserve Zilla in its name. It's not
True.
Zilla. It's not Godzilla, nor is it Zilla. It's just Gino.
True.
Or it's just a T-Rex knockoff.
You know what I was really glad that they did? In Godzilla Final Wars, which I already mentioned is my second favorite of the Godzilla movies, first being Gojira. I love that they actually have Godzilla fight the American one. It's
Oh yeah, just this brief little cameo appearance.
all it is
And
just
it was awesome. All he does is just show up. He
jump by
charges
Godzilla.
He charges and jumps at Godzilla. Then the actual Godzilla does a tail whip into that one building in Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he just annihilates him with his breath. That just fixed it up for me. I was like, okay, well, I'm not mad about the 1998 shit film anymore.
I was
I'm not mad about it anymore after that.
when I saw that, I was like, they did shit right. So I am glad that, to be honest, I am glad that the Matthew Broderick film is part of the franchise as a whole. And I am glad that
I wouldn't say part of the franchise. But
it takes place within the same universe, just like Prometheus does in the Alien universe. It's not the same movie, but it has elements similar.
it doesn't have anything to do with it.
No, I mean, I was just showing you your image. But in the '98 Godzilla film by the Americans, that movie, it does take place within the same universe, as evidenced by like Godzilla Final Wars and GMK. They take place within the same universe as
after the Millennium series came up. In my opinion, it was retaliation with Toho Studios when they made Godzilla 2000 in Japan that came out in 1999. I feel like since it was released so soon that it was basically a retaliation.
Yes. Yeah.
It seemed like it, and then, around the time when I saw it in the theater as a little kid.
Which one?
Godzilla 2000.
Oh.
Well, they came out in 2000 here. Basically, it seemed like retaliation because all of a sudden there's the actual Godzilla film that came out a year later in Japan.
Yeah.
And then we get it in the theater, and fans thought it may have been a sequel to Godzilla 1988, but the actual fans knew it was a real deal because we saw Toho Co-Limited on it.
Yeah. Just the '98 Godzilla film ruined a lot of things for fans over in America, especially. It just ruined a lot of the value that the series brought to everyone. It just, few people knew about it. I mean, until I met you when we were living in the apartment complex in Everett.
Few people knew about what?
I didn't know that there was a Japanese movie.
Because that's like one of the most memorable movie icons of all time, so I wouldn't say rare.
I had never known that.
Just because you didn't know doesn't mean it's rare.
No, I didn't say anything about it being rare. I just didn't know that there was any other Godzilla movie.
So as a little kid, you grew up on that one?
Until I met you, yes.
Yeah.
And I met you when we were 7. Or when I was 7.
You were in 3rd grade when I met you, I think.
Yeah. Damn, it's been so long. Do you see what I had to put up with for so damn long? Why haven't I gone insane? I don't know. Wait, no, I already am.
Yeah, he's been insane.
I think that's a compliment.
Good.
But anyway, so yeah, for a lot of people, though, younger people that didn't know about any of the original Godzilla stuff, that's what we were first introduced to. That's what I was first introduced to when I was really young. And I didn't like the movie even before I knew that there was other Godzilla stuff. I mean, I enjoyed it enough to watch it every once in a blue moon, but not enough to be a huge fan of the series. And then finally I learned, oh, different monster? Okay, thank you for clearing that up. And then it got a lot better, but I didn't like the series for the longest time until you actually showed me those movies.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you had to see the gems of the film. Very
Yeah.
nice.
yeah, like I know that
You're the three-headed monster. Oh my god, that's probably one of the most entertaining ones I've seen.
Yeah, I should give it a watch. Is it on Netflix?
No, they have the sequel to it though. Monster Zero.
Yeah.
It's a sequel, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah,
And
but
the acting's hilariously stupid. It's so bad it's good. I love it.
yeah. Well, Godzilla vs. Gigan, I kind of want to talk about that one really quick.
Oh yeah?
That movie, to be honest, is one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites because it has Gigan.
I say it's weak.
I just like it because it's the first time that we see Gigan.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Gigan, he's my favorite villain in this series.
I like how most of the original stuff in the series is all monsters or aliens. They're all aliens.
Yes.
I love that. And he still did that.
Yeah.
And then they reintroduced Mechagodzilla in the Heisei era.
Yeah.
But instead of aliens making it, it was humans, and I really like that.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to talk about that Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 1992 one is that I like that they gave him a metallic look, but I hate that dopey expression. It makes me prefer the original one over it, just because he actually looked like he can kick ass.
What was the one with the weird short tail? There's one that had a weird tail.
Mechagodzilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Where it didn't have a tail that dragged or anything.
Yeah.
It was just really, really stubby looking.
Yeah.
I liked that movie though. It was good. It had Rodan in it.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, Rodan. Can we talk about him really quick?
Yeah, let's talk about Rodan, 1956 film, I think.
What a badass.
I know. That's awesome.
You showed me the original Rodan movie before.
Yeah, but now the DVD is kind of ruined.
What?
Like the skips at the end now.
Oh.
Sucks. I need to get another one.
Yes, you do. And then come over here again, and then we watch it.
That movie's awesome.
We watch it from midnight until it's over. But in Rodan, it's another movie that the first time that it was made, it wasn't a Godzilla film. It was just its own little thing.
Yeah.
And then
Toho was making all sorts of different monster movies in the 50s too.
Well, I mean, like, what other Godzilla villain or other Godzilla monster within the same series had its own movie before it became Godzilla monster? Just its own movie without...
Mogira.
What?
Mogira.
What
appeared in Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. The weird robot-looking thing. The pointy nose.
Ah, yeah,
Mogira. She was in the Mysterians. That came out like in the same year as Rodan, I think.
Huh.
Or he. It looks like a girl Mechagodzilla to me. I always thought that as a kid. I always thought Mogira looked kind of feminine. Except for the original Mogira. That one actually looked like kind of freaky looking. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like... it's so weird.
I've actually never seen Mogira on the screen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I thought I showed you Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla before.
You did, but it was years ago.
Yeah, I had to be like 9 years old when we watched it.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But that one I do love the crystals coming out of the ground and everything. I do love...
He creates his own kingdom and stuff.
Yeah, Space Godzilla is also really awesome.
Wish they came up with a different name for him, but oh well.
Yeah.
Space Godzilla. Boy, what?
Oh well, I'm actually kind of glad that they called it that.
I love it though.
I'm actually kind of glad that they called it that.
They should have made it Astro Godzilla. Astro Boy.
So, wouldn't it be smaller than the regular Godzilla? If it's a boy.
It was twice as tall than twice as much as tall.
Spaceman, yeah!
Oh god. Yeah, they should have done that too.
That would have just been awesome. And let's talk about the monsters as themselves. Who's your favorite?
Anguirus.
Anguirus?
Yeah, Godzilla and Anguirus.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you're talking about the monsters in the series itself, I like Anguirus.
Yeah, he used to be my favorite.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he and Gigan were my two favorites for years.
And I like Godzilla, of course.
Yeah.
He's the epic thing to watch on the screen, watching a guy in a rubber suit destroy toys.
Yeah,
it's fun. I love it.
Godzilla vs. Gigan. Part of the reason why I love it so much is because it has my two favorite monsters in it.
Yeah.
It has Anguirus and Gigan in them, and they're both amazing. I really love them. They're just badasses.
You know what movie I really miss?
What?
Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla.
Oh yes.
They need to upload that to Netflix because they only uploaded Terror Mechagodzilla, which is the sequel to that.
Yeah. And in the original one, how did they unveil it? Didn't they have like
basically the opening is Mechagodzilla wearing a Godzilla wearing Godzilla skin, destroying stuff.
Wasn't Anguirus in that one too?
Yeah, he kicks Anguirus' ass.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning of the movie.
He like rips the skull open?
No, he rips his jaw open and then Anguirus just crawls
Yeah.
away bleeding. And that scene always grossed me out as a little kid.
Yeah, it still does.
When I watched it again, I was like, well, it's just like little pink little sludge-looking stuff
Yeah.
instead of actual blood.
Still, though, the whole premise of it being there...
It's still the impression. It's still kind of gross, in my opinion. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
God, his jaw. Don't do that.
It does
It's
look
the finishing move. They did that. It's like King Kong and the T-Rex. It's the finishing move.
And speaking of finishing moves, let's talk about Godzilla vs. Gigan when Anguirus was such a dumbass and he ran into Gigan's blade.
Buzzsaw belly.
What? Why did they do that? He was so
I know,
dumb.
he just ran up to him. It's not like Gigan ran up to him and did it.
No.
He literally just ran up and And I love that scene. I love that. I love the blood in that scene.
I forget because like in other games like Godzilla the show of Monsters Melee, like you Caleb and I were playing all last night.
That game is so much fun. Oh
yes, it is. And I'll do a review of that a little bit later.
I'm not doing that review with you.
No, not with you.
Too many reviews.
No, maybe another time.
Wait, how many minutes are we on right now?
We're on 17. We're almost done.
We got like 3 minutes, guys.
Yay! Finally, your torment will be over.
Okay.
And no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the audience.
Yes.
Nice one. But Godzilla vs. Shaw Monsters Melee, in that they have like all those other attacks, like the lasers and stuff like that coming out of the eyes and stuff like that. Didn't Anguirus ever use his in the actual movie? Really?
He never had lasers in the game.
No, I mean like
his
Gigan.
air breath.
Yeah.
Gigan used it in Final Wars, but I think he may have done it in Godzilla vs. Megalon. Alright, what are you doing?
Buttercup,
What are you doing, you?
come here.
You silly dog.
Come on.
You silly dog.
Sorry, my dog.
Such beagle.
Such an amazing beagle.
Such beagle, much dog.
Should I just have in the title, review of the Godzilla franchise with David and a beagle?
Much beagle. Such
Yeah.
review.
Yeah.
So Godzilla. Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, the Godzilla franchise as a whole, it's regardless of its just campy value in some movies, it's still just an awesome film to watch. All of them. All of them have something good in their own way. What do you think about that? Do you think that the Godzilla franchise is amazing as a whole, has its weak stuff, and does the amazing stuff outweigh the weak stuff?
No shit.
The amazing stuff outweighs it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you were to judge all the monster movies that you have seen, all the Godzilla movies that you have seen, out of 5, and give the entire series as a whole, how many would you give it out of 5?
The entire series, I give it a 5. Some movies in the series are perfect.
Yeah, some of them are. I agree with that. So, by the way, if you guys enjoyed this video, please check out my channel, Big Dino Guy. Lone Guitar Boy 2. He rarely ever updates the stuff, but the one video that he does have on there is awesome.
You actually watched it?
Yeah, I think he did. It's been a long time though.
Yeah. Well, it was like a 3-month, maybe even 5-month-old video.
I don't know. But anyway, so please check out my channel, Big Dino Guy. I also have a Facebook page. We did reviews of the Godzilla film from the original Japanese 54 movie, wasn't it? The original 1954 Godzilla film. Japanese, like, subtitles, the whole shebang. And then we did it on the 2014 Godzilla review. Spoilers galore in that video, obviously. So please, check it out if you're interested. I got a Facebook page, Big Down Guys channels. I got a YouTube page, check out his. And I will try putting the links in the description below. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.
Bye.